1st is today's date. I'm Eli. Jerry is on his way. This is episode 30 of the Jerry and Eli show. I wish we had a theme song, like an intro thing, because that'd be cool if we could. I can do that little 5-second, intro, and then just cue to a 20, 30-second some sort of intro video with a song and stuff. That'd be cool. If anybody here knows how to like do that and make it for us, that'd be sick. It'd be awesome if you wanted to, man. Marvin, what's up? Izzy, William, Jorge, Vinny. I saw Shooter in here. Sailor. What's going on, guys? Appreciate you. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. What's up, Davis? Jerry said running late just now. Thanks, bud. Are you sure? Running late. I think we know that. Tokyo Drift theme song. That'd be cool. Marcus, what's up? You never been in the. You haven't seen the show? What's up? What's up, Jose, Jason, Jay, Zach? Be cool. Dude, I used to love Tokyo Drift. Like Tokyo Drift was my favorite movie growing up. Probably on the toilet. What did he say? Showered and didn't realize the time. What's the Itchy and Scratchy show? I will prepare you guys. Jerry is probably gonna rant about the Cash Out King and Measy situation when he gets here. He didn't know what was going on. I texted him this morning. He's like, "Hey, have you seen the Measy and Hidden Gem thing?" He's like, "No." So he's still processing it, I'm sure, but I'm almost positive he's gonna go on a rant when he joins. Or if he doesn't, I can lead him to that if you guys are interested in that. Mustache was driving me crazy yesterday. It was driving me bonkers. So yeah, I just went and just knocked it off. You know what I mean? Great sound. Tokyo Drift. Yeah, great soundtrack. Great underrated movie. You know what I mean? Underrated movie. That movie is. I remember my grandpa used to take me to see movies all the time. Like over the summer, especially because we had a super cheap movie theater right down the road. If you guys are anybody in Indianapolis West Side, like the Georgetown Cinemas, we used to go like literally 2-3 times a week. But I remember he took me to see Tokyo Drift, and leaving the theater, I don't know what year did Tokyo Drift come out. Tokyo Drift release 2006. So I would have been 11. That was like all I ever wanted from that moment on was like a shitbox 240 or something like that. Fiance will kill me if I shave my beard. Yeah, my wife has learned that if she has opinions on my facial hair, I usually just do the opposite out of spite. So she pretty much just doesn't say anything. Light screen. Yeah. The funny thing is I just have like the I think it's the Dollar Beard Club like trimmer, electric trimmer. And I just did the mustache last night, but I didn't. So I've like got a little bit longer stubble everywhere else, and then a little bit of stubble there. I was gonna actually do like a full shave for the show. Forgot I was gonna do that. Hey, just me, real quick before Jerry gets here. Looking at some lines for UFC 304, 305. What is that? I don't think Mendel Kopp should be the dog. It's a slight dog. Muhammad Makayev, Mendel Kopp. I'm pretty high on Muhammad Makayev. I think Mendel Kopp's going to win that fight. And he's a slight underdog. I think Mendel Kopp's going to win that fight. I also think you can put as much money as you want on a parlay of Tom Aspinall and Leon Edwards. I think that'll be. I know it's not going to be great odds. What is it on FanDuel? Aspinall Edwards minus 129 for them both to win. I might put a substantial amount of money on that. The law maybe is a little live, but I don't know. Patty versus Green. I don't know. I don't think Patty's that good. I don't think Patty Pillman is that good. Bobby Green has had a couple of pretty bad knockouts of late. Yes, 100%. I am actually 100% going to do UFC. I really like this card. I'll have time this week. We're absolutely going to do a UFC video this week sometime. Absolutely. Yeah, I almost tweeted Sailor last night. I almost tweeted like, am I actually gonna have to start betting on Jake Paul? Because I think he's not as bad as the general public thinks he is, and he's also lining up opponents that are either much smaller than him or less good at boxing than him. What were the I have no idea what they were. What were the lines for Jake Paul just money line? It was minus 425, Easton said. I love that. Stands with green. So you like if Patty stands with green, then you think green wins or you think Patty wins? I think Patty's ground game is we haven't seen it, but it's probably good. Maybe. I don't know. Um, I will say Patty Patty comes forward with his chin sticking straight up in the air, and Bobby Green is good enough to knock him out. I don't know if that's what happens or not, but Paul KO was 215. Yeah, Jake Paul was minus 115. Really? Yeah. I mean, that's the read I have too. I think William is Patty Pimblett walks forward with his chin up in the air, and Bobby Green is got to be at least in current form, the best guy he's ever faced. Patty has great grappling. We think we haven't seen it yet, though, right? I guess we saw a little bit of it against Tony, but it doesn't really count. I was trying to just stall a little bit till Jerry got here. Laptop died. He's restarting 2 minutes ago. Should be a fun card though. Is it 204? Is that what it is? Is it Easton? Is it 204? 205? 304. What I meant. Aspinall first round is probably going to be a bet for me also. Yeah, Makayev and Kopp, like I think Manel Kopp has good enough takedown defense to keep it standing a lot at least. Maybe not the full time. Like Makayev probably gets a takedown or two, but Makayev's striking looked really, really bad against whatever his last fight was. I forget. I'm spacing the guy's name, but he looked awful. He won the fight, yeah, but Manel Kopp is a different guy. If Manel Kopp makes weight, especially, hands down the best striker Makayev's ever seen. Hands down. Patty, yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. We'll just have to. We'll just see. Honestly, I don't know that I'm gonna bet on that fight, unless it's like in a parlay with Bobby Green by knockout that should be plus money. I don't know. Bobby Green by knockout probably like what plus 300 maybe. I don't think we have lines yet. Leon Edwards by decision. We have a line for that. It's plus 135. That's interesting. I don't think he knocks him out. I wish we had FanDuel lines for all of these method of victories. Oh, we have it for Aspinall. Aspinall by knockout is minus 110, plus 135. So at Leon by points and Aspinall by knockout, you're plus 348. I'm probably gonna bet that. I'm almost definitely gonna bet that actually. Right on. Reynolds, Telez, O'Neal Cruz. I looked pretty hard at O'Neal Cruz today. Didn't end up betting it. Olsen, Riley, Burleson. Yeah, I'm on Riley. Spoiler alert. I'm playing Austin Riley in my lotto today. Let's just get into it, and we can go back for Jerry whenever if he needs to revisit these games. Aaron Savali, Brewers, Joe Ryan, and the Twins. I do not have a bet here, but Aaron Savali is pretty bad, and it could be a Buxton day. It could definitely be a Buxton day. Gun to my head, that's kind of the only thing that interests me in this game. I guess if you wanted to play like a Wallner or a Kirillov, you could. On the other side, like I think I'm really high on Joe Ryan. Kind of a reverse split, at least Wopa wise. Nothing has been jumping out at me on this Brewers team like all year. Christian Yelich is having an unbelievable season. I don't think enough people are talking about how good of a season Christian Yelich is having. So if you wanted to play somebody against Ryan, even though he's pretty tough on lefties, I guess it'd probably be Yelich. But no bet for me in this game. If I had to make one, it'd probably be Buxton. If I had to make 2, second one would probably be Yelich. Um, Potential rain out for the Braves game, of course. You know what? I did see that. I kinda went into panic mode because I was like, my favorite pick of the day was gonna be Ezekiel Tovar. I tweeted about him in spring training. Um, we thought Patty lost to Jared. I scored that fight for Patty personally, and I don't like, I'm not a Patty fan. I scored that fight for Patty. Yelich is also not playing. Julian just got Oh, Edward Julian is back. That's interesting. What has he been doing in AAA? Yeah, I'm live researching this. Give me a second here. So he hasn't played in the MLB. Oh, he played yesterday. Okay. He played yesterday. Went 1 for 2. A single. That was his first game since June 2nd. I want to. Why is it not just showing me the minor league? Jerry's laptop literally won't start. That's good. It might just be me. I don't know. Minor league game log. Just give me the game log in minor league. Holy cow. I'm a big Edward Julian fan. Last year, especially, he was struggling early this season, but um, so he hit 3. Yeah, 3 homers in July. No homers in the minors in June. That's kind of interesting. He had 3 out in July. Not a ton of at bats either. 36 at bats, 3 home runs. The 528 slug in July. So he did. It looks like maybe he figured something out. June in the minor leagues, Edward Julian had a 333 slug, no home runs. Looks like maybe 1 extra base hit. Is that right? Wait, this is not right. Because there's a home run in June. There. Yeah, this is not it's not totaling correctly. So what I just said was maybe not even right. I don't know. Edward Julian, I don't think I'm gonna bet him today. But that's gonna be something to keep an eye on because I think he can really hit. And if he figured anything out down in the minors, today's maybe the day to play him against Savali. Like Savali sucks. 1.7 home runs per 9 innings. Marlins on Sundays to score lots. That's true. Riley Green versus Gossman. I had Riley Green written down yesterday. Didn't end up playing him. And I don't think he hit 1. I don't know. Not bad. Jesus Sanchez is going to be a popular bet today because it's Sunday. Not jumping out at me. Reds, Nationals, Andrew Abbott, Jake Irvin. This is a solid matchup to play home runs in because I don't think either one of these guys is really good. Like Jake Irvin, just over 1 home run per 9 inning on the season, but 4 home runs in his last 2 starts against the Mets and the Brewers. Andrew Abbott, 1.5 home runs per 9 innings. He's not very good, but he did have 2 starts against the Yankees and the Rockies where he gave up a total of 6 hits and no runs, and then he goes out there against the Marlins. Kind of gets blown up for 2 home runs, 7 hits. He didn't play yesterday. That's maybe why I didn't bet him. Riley Green's definitely alive to hit one out today. I'm not betting him, but yeah. So I mean, same thing with all these guys we're talking about. Julian and Jesus Sanchez. I had Ellie De La Cruz written down in this game. I had Jamer Candelaria written down in this game. Didn't end up pulling the trigger. I don't mind a bet on either one of those guys if that's kind of how you're feeling. Lane Thomas maybe is interesting here against Abbott, I guess. You guys know probably my history with Lane Thomas and how it's awful. I don't think I've ever won money on Lane Thomas. Literally not bases, nothing. But yeah, I like Jamer here, I like Ellie here. No bet for me in that game. Tyler Phillips in the Phillies, Marco Gonzalez, Pirates. Didn't know really what to do with this game. Like I do think there are some Pirates that hit one out today. If I had to choose one, it'd probably be O'Neal Cruz. If I had to choose the second, it would be Brian Reynolds. I mean, any of the Phillies kind of bombers are live to go. Trey Turner and Alec Boehm, I think, are potentially good looks. Real Muto even on top of obviously Harper, Schwarber. Stolen bases in this game. I don't know. That's true. I forgot. I did win. It's true. I did win on Lane Thomas this season. Last year I didn't. Forgot about that completely. Yeah, give me a second here. I'll pull the weather report up. And the weather report was being weird early. I don't know. 81 with a 45% chance in Atlanta this next game. Sorry. Miles Michaelis, Spencer Schwellenbach. I'm playing Austin Riley. I was gonna play Tovar. I was very, very high on Ezekiel Tovar to hit one out today. Not playing. That kind of triggered me. I don't know how you don't play him after he's got like what 4 home runs. Or he's on a home run streak. Like how do you not play him? I don't know. It's beyond me. But I thought the number was too big for Riley. Like close to plus 400 for a guy that I think is hitting the ball really, really hard right now. Yesterday, 91.6 line drive. That's kind of whatever. His other two were 100.6 fly ball that somehow didn't go out at 23 degrees, and 112.4 fly ball that did go out. I mean, those two baseballs are crushed, man. And they're at 23 and 24 launch angle, right? So they're not, it's not like he's popping these up, or borderline popping them up at, a 38 whatever launch angle, and it's registering still as a fly ball. No, like those are legit barrels, like destroyed 112 and 106 at 24 and 23 launch angles. That's crazy. He did that yesterday. And he was kind of heating up before the break as well. So I think he's finding it again. He's got good history against Michaelis. Let me find that. Good history against Michaelis. Where did it go? Come on. He's like 4 for 12 with a home run, I think. Yeah, 4 for 12 with a home run and a double. Michaelis, I'm not high on. He gave up 4 home runs in his last start to the Cubs. Like that's kind of crazy. Yeah, give me Austin Riley at a number that I think is too big, like a plus 340 or something like that. He's plus 400 on BetMGM. Yeah, I don't know. That seems silly. There's a lot of good bets here, I think. Ozuna, I don't know. He's maybe negative money. Matt Olson is definitely live. All those guys. I don't know. Goldschmidt is batting the lowest he's hit in the order since like 2012. Does he go for like a revenge narrative and hit one out? That's something to look at too. But I like Austin Riley. I think the number's too big. For plus 400. I don't think there's a better plus 400 bet on the board today than Austin Riley. Shane Baz and the Rays, Marcus Stroman and the Yankees. Yankees are awful. They're bad. It's kind of tough. Marcus Stroman kind of goes every other. I don't know. Yankees just don't look dialed right now. And I'm betting on Brandon Lau. He came through on a Sunday for us on Father's Day, I think. I'm going back to him. Really good history against Stroman. Crushing the baseball right now. Lifting the baseball right now. Let me pull up his numbers. No, he won. Oh, he said, yeah, last 2 games he hit one out. So I guess whatever. He had a baseball yesterday that was 98.1 that went out. They hit another fly ball that was 102.7. This was the borderline, 39-degree launch angle. That's borderline a pop up. But 102 at 39 degrees, if you pull it, if it's a dead pull in Yankee Stadium, that's got a good chance. I think the wind is blowing out a little bit in Yankee Stadium today. Brandon Lau, also just a guy that seems to me like he's a Yankee killer. Like, let me stat muse his. Brandon Lau on the road versus Yankees. Like, I feel like he's always crushing the ball when they're in town. Yeah, 8 home runs in 35 games in Yankee Stadium. There's only a 189 batting average. That's kind of crazy. But 8 home runs in 35 games in Yankee Stadium. That's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. Yeah, give me Brandon Lau. What about Randy? Can we trust him? I have not gotten Randy Arozarena right all year. Jonathan Aranda, I would not be mad about that. Paredes is another guy that seems to be a Yankee killer. I know he went out yesterday as well. But for my money, Brandon Lau plus 350 on my slip. I don't know where the best line for him is. I think it's around there. I think that's the look. I've got to stop betting on Juan Soto, to be honest. Like, I wanted to bet on him again today. Haven't gotten him right in a while. Haven't gotten him right in a while. Ben Rice was on my list as well. If you want to play a Yankee here, it would probably be either Ben Rice or Juan Soto for me. But I have not been able to get Juan Soto correct in a while. I think Wells is batting cleanup again, most likely. I like that more. Gomber or Feltner pitching for the Rockies? It's Gomber, right? I saw Gomber, unless that's changed. Tigers, Blue Jays, Cater Montero, Kevin Gossman. I do like a Tigers lefty here. Kerry Carpenter, Riley Green, Parker Meadows even. Those are all interesting looks. Vladdy looks like he's really dialing in. If I have to pick one here, it's probably Kerry Carpenter with Riley Green as a close second. But I think one or both of them probably hit one out today. I just didn't bet him. Is Jerry live? Yeah, his laptop's broken. Torres starting to come around. How's his bat speed been? I can look. So no. So I've got his bat speed on the season as 67.9 miles per hour. His bat speed in the last 5 is 65.5. So his bat speed has actually come down. The max bat speed may be a little bit different. But no, it doesn't. I don't know. Glaber's looked awful at the plate. Is Kerry Carpenter not back? Am I dumb? I might be dumb. I had to remove my filters that oh yeah, no, Kerry Carpenter's not back, so don't bet on him. I had to remove my filters because I had filters like on the for X amount of outs in the last couple days in my personal stuff, and I had to take those out because of the All-Star break. So forget that. Riley Green would be the bet for me there, but I'm not betting it. Christian Scott in the Mets, Trevor Rogers in the Marlins. Again, Jesus Sanchez is going to get some love today. I don't mind that at all. He's hitting the ball hard again, I think. Jazz Chisholm also may be interesting here. Lindor on the Mets side of things. That's about it, honestly. It would be either Lindor or Jesus Sanchez for me. If you want to talk about Brian De La Cruz, maybe. I almost bet Jorge Soler yesterday. Sailor. I don't know. Hey, like the video, guys. I don't think Jerry's gonna make it, to be honest with you. I think he's got to buy a laptop. I don't know. It's tough. Alonso is due. Eli, have you ever seen plus 3,500? Xavier Edwards. Hey, he's starting, right, against the Yankees today? Wait, who's Xavier Edwards going to play for? I'm forgetting. That's tough. Michael King, the Padres. Ben Lively, Guardians. Lively's not good. I had Jerks and Profar written down. That's about it. I don't have a great read on this Padres team. Michael King, I'm very high on. He looks very dialed. He started the season a little bit rough. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starts, 1 home run. One little bit of a tough outing against the Brewers where he gave up 5 runs. Other than that, 2 runs to the Mariners. Held the Rangers scoreless, 1 run to the Red Sox and 1 run to the Phillies. Those are good baseball teams that he is putting up some solid numbers against. I'm not interested in fading Michael King today. You can fade Ben Lively if you want to. If I had to do that, it would probably be a Jerks and Profar. Jackson Merrill maybe also. But I haven't felt like I have a good read on this Padres team either. And yes, that is true, Cosmo. I think the Guardians road teams in Cleveland, I think is like top 5 for home runs this year. Last time I looked, at least it's been a minute. Drew Thorpe, White Sox, Seth Lugo, and the Royals. Don't love anything here because I don't love betting on either one of these offenses, honestly. And I don't love betting on this ballpark. So that's a little tough for me. I am out, and I can't even tell you guys if anybody was interesting me. Honestly, no, not really. Diamondbacks, Cubs, Brendan Pfaadt, Shota Imanaga. Shota looks dialed again. Brandon Pfaadt has actually looked okay in his last couple starts. Nothing jumping out at me here. I did have Lourdes written down, but I'm not really interested in betting against Imanaga again. He had a run there where he was looking hittable. I guess he did give up 2 home runs to the Phillies and 3 to the Mets, but I'm not in. I'm not in. Dean Kramer, Orioles, Andrew Haney, who's bad, and the Rangers. I had Westberg written down in this game. I also had Santander written down. I also bet Santander yesterday, and he did not hit one out. So, take that for what it's worth. I do not have a bet in this game either. Dean Kramer is not good either, though. Like, if you want to play Seager or even maybe a Jonah Heim heating up, you could talk me into that. Hayden Birdsong and the Giants, Austin Gomber and the Rockies. I really, really, really wanted to bet Ezekiel Tovar today. I tweeted about him in spring training, like what he was doing in spring training, exit velocity wise, was crazy. What he's been doing the last like 4 or 5 games, exit velocity wise, is crazy. He's hit a lot of home runs. Albeit, he's been a lot better against lefties, but still, I was absolutely betting on Ezekiel Tovar today. And for some reason, he is not playing. If you want to bet this game, which I understand, Birdsong I don't think is good. Neither is Gomber. I cannot get there like ever on any of the Giants players. I guess Soler because it's against a lefty in Coors Field. It's Feltner now. They changed it. Is Feltner left-handed? He's not, is he? That changes everything. I'm not betting any Giants. Toglia would be the only potential pick here for me, most likely. I guess maybe a Ryan McMahon. I don't mind a Seager bet today. Carson Fulmer, Angels, Joey Estes, and the Oakland Athletics. I'm betting on Brett Rooker, and that rounds out my 3-leg. Not a whole lot to say. Like I generally don't like betting Oakland games. Brent Rooker has a lot of home runs this year, and he's hit significantly more at home versus on the road. Wind is blowing out in Oakland today too, which helps. I'm not high on Carson Fulmer. So yeah, give me Brent Rooker at plus 325. So yeah, MGM gave us 2 $5 bonus bets gave me 2 $5 bonus bets, I think, for the outage they experienced a couple days ago. So I used both of them on this. So I actually have $10 on this. It's just 2 $5 bonus bets. So is that $10 to win 946? No, 9 whatever, 52, something like that. And yeah, that's the bets. Can fly through these last 2 games, I guess. Renel Blanco and the Astros, Brian Wu and the Mariners. I'm very high on Brian Wu. Because of that, I'm not really interested in any of these Astros players. Jordan, I guess, because he's really good. Maybe like a sneaky. Maybe a Jonathan is Singleton healthy and playing? Singleton or La Profito is kind of interesting, I guess, but not really. Like I said, because I really like Brian Wu. I think he's good. Renel Blanco is not as good, giving up some home runs here. Cal Raleigh, obviously. I know I'm probably just saying names that are the short shots in those games, but whatever. Luke Raley would be an interesting if you want to, a further down the list name. Luke Raley would be interesting for me, whatever that number is. Jerry says he's coming. He said it loaded. I'm almost through the games. But Cutter Crawford, Red Sox, James Paxton, Dodgers, Sunday Night Baseball, so it's probably going to suck. Both these guys are not great, but also not terrible. You got some surging offenses, though. Or get some solid offenses. Obviously, Ohtani and Devers are going to be up there on most people's list. I like Tyler O'Neill in this game. Sedano Rafaela is definitely a little interesting. Go with your gut, Big Zeke the Freak. Who's that? And yeah, I don't know. Anybody on this Dodgers lineup can hit one out at any time, So But I generally stay away from Sunday Night Baseball. Ref Snyder is an interesting look. I don't know. I'm probably not betting this game, but there are some interesting things. So yeah, to recap, I've got Ethan's got up for you. I've got Brandon Lau, Austin Riley, Brent Rooker. I do have a total of $10 in bonus bets. They just gave me two $5 ones. So $10 to win 960 or whatever it is. 946. Yeah, 946.26 is what it is. I just did the math. Pretty sure that's what it is. Not bad for $10 of here's some bonus bet money, because there's been a lot of that last couple days. And then do you guys know, is that anything to do with like the airline tech outage thing? Is it all tied together? Is it all the same? I don't know. It's kind of what came to my head. Somebody pulling the strings. Because weren't like all the airlines down for a few hours, and then all of a sudden, a lot of the sports books were having issues? I don't know, man. Oh, I'm gonna go back to bed. Where the hell is this guy? I'm gonna text him. Hurry up, I'm done. LOL. 956. Isn't that what I said? 956.26? No, it wouldn't be. Wait, 473 times 2. What is it? Yeah, 946, bud. 946.26. Jerry's here. Bring him in. Crowd strike outage. That makes sense. Because yeah, the bonus bet money is not included in the payout. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. Jason's got to do the copy and paste thing to bring him in, and there he is. What's up, man? Got your laptop working, huh?
I mean, I know I need a new laptop, but this is getting ridiculous, man.
You're good,
It's like
though?
they just there's nothing wrong with this laptop. I know it's like 10 years old, but there's nothing wrong with it. It shouldn't be messing up. Apple is forcing me to buy a new one. That's the problem
Don't buy a Mac.
with these companies, is that they know you have an old product and they do something from the satellites and mess up your product. I know it.
The theory I heard that makes the most sense as far as phones go actually is like they know that after like 2-ish years the battery really starts to deteriorate, and instead of you having like 3 or 4 hours of battery life, they kind of just throttle everything back a little bit so the battery lasts a little longer. The MacBooks, I don't know. I wouldn't buy a Mac. I'm not a MacBook fan. Or I like Windows and PCs for computers. So that's what I would recommend you do. A lot cheaper too, but why do you have a Mac laptop but an Android phone? That's way backwards to me.
All right.
Wait, I did prepare the chat that you were probably gonna rant when you got on here. I didn't expect it to be about Android though.
Android phones are supreme. I don't care what anybody says. People having iPhones is a trend.
I actually agree with you, and I think that the like the hardware specs alone on Android are generally way better. It's just the software. All my family has iPhones. We have like Find My iPhone. I can see, hey, is my wife on her way home yet? I don't know. That's pretty much the reason I have an iPhone, to be honest with you, bud. I thought about switching a lot.
I'm telling you, Android phones reign supreme. Everybody gets an iPhone because it's convenient. And they don't want the green text bubble. Everybody complains, oh, I can't put you in the group chat. You have a green text bubble. What the hell is a green text bubble? What does that have to do with anything? Why is that a problem? Why can't I be in your group chat? It drives me nuts.
Yeah, you can't be in the group chats. It's annoying. Really, it's because it becomes a text message instead of like a data internet message of an iMessage. You know what I mean? So can't see that it's delivered and read or whatever. But I already gave my bets out. The people are asking for your picks and then for potentially a rant if you want to rant about whatever. Do you have any picks for today, bud?
Easton, do you got the picks or
That's it.
no?
I'm going to Meezy's channel.
Doesn't exist no more. Like, that guy's in fucking another country right now, probably.
Oh, he has a. Doesn't he have a crypto app or something now?
Probably. He probably has some kind of scheme going on. Holy shit. See if Easton get the picks on the screen because we only have a half hour left, I think, before the game start. So
I
I'll
already
just
gave
give
mine out.
out.
You want to hear mine? Did you?
What did you pick?
I'm on Brandon Lau, Austin Riley, and completely forgot Brent Rooker.
You didn't. This is how bad you are. You didn't even know who your third pick was. You had to look down at it.
I did because I
There is
spaced.
no comparison between me and you. None. I don't. Everybody. I don't understand people that say Eli's better in the chat. It's bullshit. You had to look at what your third pick was. You only have 3 picks today, and you didn't even know.
My Android phone leaves me out of my pickleball group chat. Shark Birders, I think you need help, bud. it's one of the weirder messages I've read in chat. My mom tore her Achilles playing pickleball a couple years ago. It hasn't played since, I don't think. Rain delay, Brewers Twins, crypto stock partnership. Yeah, yikes. You know what I mean?
All right, we're gonna start off with the long shot 3-leg. Obviously, I'm not betting much these days. Friday, did you talk about Friday? About how what was it indeed the lowest Friday we've seen all season?
I think it was. I don't have that. It's definitely the lowest we've seen in a long time. And I kind of I alluded that in Discord too, and on Twitter that it just felt like a pitcher advantage to me because these hitters have been not seeing live
Holy
pitching.
shit! I don't think there was 20 home runs hit on Friday.
I can tell you. Hang on.
It seemed that low. Like it was. I couldn't believe it. Anyways, I'm so glad we didn't have a show on Friday. I didn't bet much on Friday.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
I'm not even a high volume bet or anything. I have 2 picks. 2 lottos today. Right. I'm gonna round robin both of them. The longer shot, the odds are pretty good. Trevor Larnach is a weird case, man. He's a former first round pick. There's a lot of pressure on him to obviously perform. They have Matt Wallner in their system, who's playing very well. There's just not a really good fit for him unless he starts really hitting, which he started to do before the All-Star break. He was hitting the piss out of the baseball. Post All-Star break now coming back, he looks like he's still dialed in. I'm going to take a shot on him. Savali is just not a good pitcher in the first place. So I'm going to take a shot on him at plus 600. I think this is solid odds for him for the way he's been hitting the ball lately. Second pick, Jared Kelenic is obviously a former Met. I wish we didn't give him up. I think that he has a very, very bright future ahead of him. The Braves are going to unlock him. They're going to have him for years of control, of course. But he's very comfortable in that leadoff spot. He's been talking about it, and he's been hitting the piss out of the baseball lately. So you're going to give me plus 500 and a good matchup, a very ideal matchup. I'm going to take a shot on that. Obviously, my other ticket, I do have Austin Riley. I think it's more chalk, more reasonable. But for the long shot purposes, the way Kelenic's been hitting the ball, I got to take a shot here. Mark Vientos, I was almost fell on the floor today when I saw he was plus 575 versus a very mediocre lefty. So for odds sake, I got to take Mark Vientos. This is a long shot. Obviously, I'm going to round robin it. I think I have a good shot at hitting 2 of these. But off to the chalkier side, like I said, Austin Riley at plus 375. Guy is hitting the absolute piss out of the baseball. Juan Soto in a good matchup here at plus 320. I'm going to take BetMGM, by the way. Every single pick that I'm giving out had better odds than the other books. So I don't know what FanDuel or DraftKings. Well, DraftKings is another story. I could go on a whole rant of how bad their odds are. And Bobby Witt Jr. at plus 450 really doesn't make sense either. He's hitting the piss out of the baseball too. Obviously, I think he has 2 extra base hits since the All-Star break. I'm definitely gonna take those odds, which is not even really chalk. Plus 450 is very good odds. So this comes out to plus 10,000 for the chalkier parlay, and then the long shot obviously is plus 28,000. I'm gonna probably put a couple bucks on all 6. Probably will never hit a 6-leg parlay, home run parlay in my entire life unless I decide to become a degenerate gambler and start betting 100 parlays a day for $1 like some people do. But I'll probably put all 6 together. You never know. One day maybe I'll get all 6 right, and I want to be the one that puts a couple bucks on it. So
Oh, my bad, dude. Drop something.
you dropped the soap.
Yep. So there were 29 home runs Friday. There were
Didn't even
29
feel
on
like that.
also on June 14th and 27 on June 7th. So it's the tied for the second worst Friday since the beginning of June. There were May was bad. 21 home runs on May 3rd is the lowest total on a Friday. I don't know if that was a lower number of games or not, but and then there was the first Friday of the season only had 23, and there was another 25 and a 27 in May. But yeah, 29. I mean, the May 24th had 44 home runs. July 5th had 43. So there've been 3 Fridays in the 40s, and we only 29. So Friday, yeah, did suck. What's up, Vinny?
Lewis, why are you betting on Pete Alonso? I'm just curious. Just out of curiosity, are you just betting the name? I am a diehard Met fan. The guy stinks. No offense to him. He's probably a great ball player in his head. He's trying his best. But holy shit. I think he's like 2 for 18 versus Trevor Rogers. So I don't know. Pete Alonso, you're almost never going to get fair odds for him because he's a name. You know what I mean? The guy can be on a nasty slump. What are you going to get? Plus 400 for him?
There were 37 yesterday. Shark burners.
Just still not great. We were getting in the juice ball era. We were getting in the 50s, right? There was some days we were getting 50.
There
50
were
plus.
some days in the 50s. We've had a couple in the 50s. July 9th had 50. July 14th had 51. Why is that showing backwards? It's showing.
Cannot bet him again after that derby performance. You and me both, my brother. The only bet I did was on Pete Alonso for the home run derby because I said to myself, this guy treats the home run derby like it's the most important thing in his life. Probably over the birth of his first child whenever he has one. That's how serious he takes the home run derby. Holy shit, what an embarrassment that was. Why are you picking guys that can't pitch for the home run derby? He has this loyalty thing, which God bless him. Pete Alonso, let me make the record straight. Pete Alonso is an amazing human being. Great person. But it's costing him a lot. Like, come on, dude. The guy's like 60 years old trying to throw you strikes. You might as well have 50 Cent out there trying to throw you batting practice pitches.
Yeah, I don't know. Anything else you want to talk about? Glad you made it.
Oh, so Sunday Night Baseball always stinks. I'm just going to take a blind bet just because it's Dodgers, Red Sox, these historic teams, Sunday Night Baseball. Ohtani endeavors, and that's it. That's all I'm betting for a home run. There is no statistical reason. I'm saying this bet. It's a stupid bet. There's no statistical reason why I should do this bet. Besides, I'm literally just betting Devers and Ohtani.
Okay.
Just because it seems like Sunday Night Baseball, ESPN, Devers and Ohtani go yard. Surprise, surprise. It'll probably be like plus 900 because the odds are going to tank. But I'm sure we'll get some odds boost for it.
Cool. All right, just recap my bets one more time. I'm on Brandon Lowe, Brent Rooker, and Austin Riley. Used both of my bonus bets that MGM gave me for $10 to win $9.46 without the stake back. And that's it. That's all I got today. That's all I got today. I will have some UFC bets. 100%. I know I've said this a lot. I'm really excited about this UFC card. I'm definitely going to have a UFC show this week sometime. I got to figure out what day. Maybe a Wednesday night or a Thursday night, somewhere in there. Maybe live. Probably live. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe recorded. You want to recap your bets real quick, Jerry, and then we can get out of here?
Also, it's going to bother me. Every time I have a player in my head that I want to bet and I just can't get around to doing it. Obviously, I'm pretty sure I bet Lane Thomas yesterday. I had him in 2 separate slips. Did you see my other one? I had Harold Ramirez. I got that right. Yeah. Then I lost because fucking Andres. The Guardians in general got shut out. Yeah, real nice. Thanks. Long shot ticket, Trevor Larnach, Jared Kalanick, Mark Vientos, crazy odds, plus 28,000, but I am going to round robin it. I don't really bet these just to hit the lotto. I bet him for a round robin because I think it's a reasonable chance I could get 2 out of 3 right. Chalkier parlay, Austin Riley, Juan Soto, and Bobby Witt Jr. I think this is great odds at plus 10,000. Obviously, I don't care if I don't hit all 3 as long as I hit 2 and make some money. Why are you writing in chat and not speaking? Actually, that's great. That's a great idea. You should start doing that more often when I'm speaking.
Yeah, there was just a direct question from an individual to me. So when that happens, a lot of times I will type in chat, and I feel like you do get mad at me for it regularly. I don't know why, but yeah.
By the way, watch Lane Thomas hit a home run. This happens to me all the time.
We talked about him a little bit.
This happens to me all the time. It's like I wanted to bet him. I wanted to put him on the ticket, and I just couldn't get around to it. Obviously, I can't bet everybody. He's gonna hit a home run. I'm gonna throw up.
Kind of sneaky, getting close to the NFL season, which is freaking wild. It's exciting. I just thought about that this morning. Like, that's crazy. Like, NFL season is kind of just right around the corner. But yeah, tap in heavyhittermedia.net/Discord. Sign up for the Discord, get all the cheat sheets, all the bots, all of our picks. Subscribe to the YouTube if you have not already. What's up?
You did not just say tap in.
Yeah, tap in.
Oh my God, who are you?
You don't like that? I've definitely said that on this show before.
That's so corny.
Hey, we'll see you Tuesday. Everybody tell Jerry thank you for making it to the show. That's cool. I need to look at that Shark Burners. I've seen that a couple times. It doesn't make sense to me. I would probably just ignore it. But we'll see you Tuesday, 5:30, Dinger Tuesday. Like, subscribe, be nice to each other. Good luck on your bets. Thank you. See you later.